Hello! Today we're going to be looking at some examples of how to use the WorkSight Flow scheduling module. The first thing that we're going to do is create a job. Often an extra job is needed for a couple of weeks, but with WorkSight Flow, adding jobs to the schedule for a short period of time is straightforward. Before we begin, we want to make sure that our date control is set for the proper week. For the purposes of this video, we have it set for Monday, March 15th, 2021. We're going to go to the Add Job button in the scheduling toolbar. We're going to fill in the following fields. First, we need our occupation. I know that I'm filling a cleanup position, so I'm going to start typing that in and it'll pop up for me. And our employee is going to be an Emma Wick. We want her starting, like I said, on Monday, March 15th, 2021. And we want this position to run for a 2-week span. So we're going to set her effective end date to Sunday, March 28th. The shift pattern is going to follow Monday to Friday for 8 hours a day. And I don't want that to change, so I'm going to set our shift pattern offset to 0. If I wanted her shift pattern to follow, say, Tuesday to Saturday or Sunday to Thursday, I could do that by changing the shift pattern offset. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to keep it Monday to Friday. I'm going to click Save, and we're going to see that job pop up on our schedule, and Emma Wick is now scheduled for the next 2 weeks. The next thing we're going to look at is how to book a vacation. Working in the job schedule, we can record an employee's upcoming vacation for a week and move the rest of their crew up to replace them. Let's say that Balrog G is on vacation for this week. We're going to select his leftmost shift cell, and we're going to drag across, highlighting all the shifts for which he is on vacation. We're going to see the multiple shifts detail box show on the right hand side. We're going to click Update Reason, and we're going to change that reason to, you guessed it, vacation. We're going to click Save, and we'll see that change generate on the main pane. The next thing that we want to do is schedule Baron T to cover Balrog's vacant shifts. So with those shift cells all still selected, we're going to go into Employee Filter, we're going to select Vacant, and then we're going to search up Baron's name. We're going to save that change. We're going to repeat that step one more time to cover Baron's now vacant shifts with Michael McPhee. So we're going to select Baron's vacant shifts. We're going to go to Scheduled Employee and we're going to look up Michael. We can save that change. Now we need to find someone in the spare pool to cover Michael's shifts. To do that, we are going to select a single shift cell. We're going to go into the shift scheduling pane. We're going to select all of his shift, and in the scheduling rules box, we're going to look for spare pool. Here we're going to see a list of qualified individuals to cover Michael's shift. So let's call in June. We're going to schedule June for the Monday, and then to repeat that, we can actually use Control-C and Control-V to paste her in to the following shifts. And there we have it. We have scheduled Balrog for vacation and covered all of his shifts. Now we're going to look at how to cover a shift when someone calls in sick. So let's say that Aragorn is called in sick on Wednesday, March 17th. We're going to click his shift cell. We're going to see the shift details pane open on the right hand side, and we're going to change the reason from regular to sick. We want to save those changes, and we'll see that generate on the shift schedule. Now to cover Aragorn's shift, we want someone from the day shift to come in and cover the first half of his shift, and someone from the night shift to come in early to cover the second half of his shift. So to do that, we're going to go into the shift scheduling pane. we're going to select the first part of his shift and his break, and we're going to look for senior qualified. And the most qualified individual to cover that first half of the shift is going to be Took G. So we are going to click him and we're going to schedule him for the first half of Aragorn's shift. Now we're going to do a similar thing, but we're only going to select the second half of Aragorn's shift. We're going to look for senior qualified, and Elrond Quinn is going to cover the second half of his shift by coming in early. Schedule employee, and now we've covered Aragorn's shift, and that's going to generate on the job schedule and their individual employee schedules. Now we're going to look at how to schedule a meeting. Activities are easily added to a shift or for a group of employees. We can schedule a group of employees to attend a meeting at the beginning of their shift. So, let's say that we want a meeting to happen for everyone working on the Swing C shift on the 19th for the first half hour. We're going to select the topmost shift cell, and we're going to drag down until we've selected all individuals we want attending that meeting. We're going to see that multiple shift details pane pop up again, and we're going to click Split Shift. The start time is going to be the start of their shift, so 8, and we want it to run for half an hour, so we're going to end that at 8.5. We're going to update that reason and change that to meeting. We can click Save, and it's going to schedule that meeting on the job schedule and their individual employee schedules. If I need somebody to stay late, I can do so quite easily in the job schedule. All I'm going to do is select their shift cell for the shift that I want them to stay late for, and I'm going to change the end time. So let's say I want Elrond Quinn to stay an extra hour, so I'm going to change the end time to 33. We're going to make those edits and click Save, and we'll see that populate on the job schedule. If I want to do this for multiple people at a time, I can highlight all their shifts and edit the end time in the multiple shifts detail pane and save that as well. Let's say I want to schedule some on-the-job training with Pippin S on Wednesday the 17th. What I'm going to do is select his shift cell. In the shift details pane, I'm going to select more options. I'm going to click Duplicate Shift. I'm going to find the employee that I want to train under Pippin, and we're going to change the reason to training. We're going to click Save and see it generate on the schedule. The last thing that we're going to look at is how to schedule some overtime on the weekend. Let's say I want Bianca Gimli to come in on Saturday and do her job. I'm going to repeat a step we saw earlier where I just use Control-C to copy the shift. I'm going to click where I want to paste it and use Control-V to paste her shift. We've scheduled her for Saturday. Now let's say that I want to undo some of these changes. Let's say that Balrog's vacation has been cancelled and he's going to be in. We're going to select all shifts that have been selected, and we're going to use our delete key on our keyboard to clear those shifts so that they're all blank. Now with all those shift cells still highlighted, we're going to go into more options and we're going to click Reset to Default, and we're going to see the shift generate back to its original form. Interested in learning more about WorkSight Flow? You can contact us at sales@worksight.net, visit our website at www.worksightflow.com, or give us a call at 1-877-740-3800. Thank you for watching.